What is going on, everybody? Welcome to another episode of New Gameplay Today. Thank you for tuning in to Game Informer. I'm your host, Alex Van Aken. Today, joined by John Carson. How you doing, John?
Hello, I'm doing well. How are you?
I am very excited, John, because we are also joined by Kimberly Wallace. How you doing, Kim?
Hey, almost entirely healed from illness, so I'm happy about that.
Well, we're glad to have you back, K-Star. What are we looking at today?
Yeah, it's Tales of Arise. Bring it! The next entry in the series. Probably one of the most important entries, I would say, because this is their big, reinvention of the series. They really wanted to take a look at areas that they could elevate and improve for this generation. And you always want to improve, right? But the problem was, this past generation, a lot of the games weren't huge jumps between entries, right? They all felt samey, similar, very linear. And now they've made a lot of smart changes, more strategic combat, even as we're going right now through one of the main dungeons. And this here actually is my favorite thing. This is the new progression system, which you earn titles throughout the game. And then you will go through that little menu. It'll go back into it again, and I'll explain more, but that's how you unlock your abilities, is deciding what points you want to invest in on those different nodes, and then swapping between them. So this is the most freedom they've ever given players to build their characters, which that's my favorite part of RPGs, honestly. I like picking my abilities. I like just having those decisions of what I want to focus on and what characters I want to have what. So that seemed amazing. And obviously, battle system has some changes here with just the controls in particular. You're doing your regular attacks on the your arts are all on the face buttons, and those are your special attacks, and then the sticks let you dodge, block.
Oh, sweet. It seems like there's a lot going on too. I saw, you said, the face buttons. I saw triangle is riding wyvern or something, rising wyvern.
That's an art. Yes, it took me, as a longtime Tales fan, it took me a while just to adapt at first, but it's really, once you get in the groove of it, it's actually really easy. And you'll have also these special abilities that pop up on the directional pad where you can do cool co-op attacks with once you chain enough combos with your party members. And you each has kind of their own big attack, and every character actually has their own perk, which is even cooler. So one character, the longer that you avoid getting hit, the stronger his attacks will build up.
Oh, that's really cool.
Cool. And every character has their own unique one. So there's a lot of cool things that they've done with the battles to make them a little more strategic. Some enemies will have, there's one of the strikes of the co-op attacks right there, for instance. But some enemies will have weak points that you can target in particular to take them down faster. Basically it's chaining your combos well. And here we're only seeing 2 members in battle, but eventually you'll be able to have 4 in your party with 2 in support slots. So if you want to team up with those for co-op attacks, you'll have them, and you can sub them in at any time if one of your characters dies. So
and so you are controlling this main character because you're customizing them and all that, whereas the other party members, are they more assist characters?
Yes, but you can control any character you want at any time.
Cool.
So you don't like his play style, you'll get a knight called Kisara later, and she's got a big sword. And so what's cool about her is when she defends, her sword can cover a lot of ground, so it can block attacks for other characters. If you are more of somebody who wants to play in your face tank defense, she's a good. I really liked Rinwell, the magician character, because I love my long ranged attacks, and it was fun to chain those up as you go on. But yeah, every character, what I was impressed from my time with the demos is every character plays very differently, and at any time, like I said, you can, and even you'll want to swap because some characters are better, Xion here, for instance. She's got a special ability that lets her take down winged characters quicker.
Oh, sweet. Yeah. For context, I've never played a Tales game, actually. I'm really excited to play this one. Yeah, it's going to be my first one. And so I'm kind of wrapping my head around what my expectations should be for this game. But it sounds like there's some similar, like I did play Final Fantasy VII Remake. I'm not a huge JRPG guy, but I'm seeing like similarities. I'm just trying to, like I said, trying to wrap my brain around it, and kind of that battle system seems to be in line with this one, where you are swapping between characters if you want, or you could just stay as the main character if you wanted. Yeah, that flaming swing looks awesome.
So cool.
They've got a bunch of really cool attacks. And something I want to, I'll get back to what you said there, but mention is we saw earlier that there's a big firewall blocking his path, and he could use, now your CP is like your healing arts.
Okay.
He could spend CP to break through that wall. And what's really interesting in this dungeon is there are tons of walls like that. So it's kind of like a risk reward thing, right? If you use it, you're sacrificing your ability to heal later, but I used it in this dungeon quite a few times and got some of the best equipment in the game. So you're constantly like playing this balancing act of like, how much do I want to explore? Because you could easily run up this dungeon. There it is right there. Yeah, run up this dungeon and get to the end super fast if you wanted to. I spent a lot of time here because I have a rule. No treasure chest left behind.
A good rule.
Ever.
That's fair.
I like to get everything. I'm that person with 99 of everything when the game ends and haven't used gosh darn a thing, but I like to get the best equipment, right? So I spent a lot of time here. So I think everybody's play times is going to be different depending on what type of player you are. And the game isn't going to punish you for not doing that, but some of the equipment is very useful in the crafting system that you have, and you want to have it to get certain items. So that's something to consider. But like I said, it's risk reward, because you could spend all your CP and then get to the boss. And the boss battles actually, is where I have found the game to be a challenge, just because they demand a lot from you. So the developers, when I talked to them, said they really wanted you to feel like you were in the action this time. They noticed a lot of players were using it became a game about stats, right? Leveling up as much as possible to avoid, any challenge. And they said they adjusted things a little bit here, where it was like they wanted you to feel like you were in the action more. And I definitely felt that. And I also felt like I was thinking much more with all these characters having all these interesting abilities and trying to decide like, okay, what character fits my fighting style, or maybe I should use this character instead for this battle because, they have more elemental weaknesses and stuff. So we're going to talk to this little kid who's going to give us a little elevator key, because that's what we need to get to the final boss. So the dungeon we're in, each region has like a leader. I think there's like 5 or 6 regions in the game. I think let me look up if it's 5 or 6 for you guys. Just
to know.
Just to know.
I also, side note, I love the character design so far in this game. Everybody looks awesome.
It kind of reminds me of the was it the 2009 Prince of Persia remake? Like that painterly look has like a lot of noticeable like paint strokes and details in the.
For sure, I see that.
Yeah.
Yeah, they wanted to combine some photorealism stuff with the anime art. So, they didn't want to abandon the art style that has made the series so popular. But they also wanted to have a little bit more, mature character models, a little more realism to the world. And I think it looks great, personally.
It does.
I really like it. But yes, it is 5 distinct realms. Each has a leader. And so for this one, we're obviously in the fiery realm. We're about to try to make our way to the boss, which, don't worry, you guys will get to see at least a little bit of.
I'm excited. I want to see the spectacle.
Yeah. It is. And just for me playing, there's a lot more interactions in the boss battles that just serve for really cool moments. Like, I remember playing this, and the start of RPG, sometimes you're like, okay, I have to learn about this world, I got to the end to this boss battle, and I'm like, damn, that ended with a bang. Like, you're like, all right, now I'm ready. Now I have learned all the basics and bring it on. I remember being very impressed.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
No, and I love, so I see that we've got a regular sword, and then we've got this flame, spear, wand,
Oh,
staff.
here's back into that. How you get titles.
Explain this if you can real quick.
Yeah, so each title you'll unlock throughout the game through dialogue has like 5 spots. Oh, this is the boss. This is him.
Okay, all right.
Hold on.
Oh, yeah.
Hold on. This guy's ready. Wait until you see his weapon. Gosh. He's coming for you.
Burly
He's
boy.
scary.
He's evil.
The vermin scum.
He greedy.
Is that a sniper?
Mm-hmm. Yep. She's a ranged character.
I love that.
Like I said, every character has their own like skill sets. Like there's one that's more martial arts, like punches, kicks up front. There's that one with the big shield I was talking about. Good variety, honestly. And when I played earlier this year, before I did this demo, I tested out like every character.
Oh my gosh, that weapon!
Whoa.
Told you, look at
That's
this
huge.
thing. I had to dodge this baby. And I mean that can't mean anything good, right? Oh,
No.
oh yeah, here we go.
Oh, I
Come
like
on,
this
you
guy.
two, you got this.
This giant chain.
This is why I'm like, we gotta show the boss fight, right?
Yeah,
like,
for
look
real.
at this thing.
It's the size of him.
Yeah, right?
Oh boy.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, this is cool. I'm all about this.
So if you want,
I
you could
love
switch
it.
over to Shion.
Yes.
And like just snipe from afar and let.
Yes,
let
and she
you-
has a lot of healing arts too, like healing magic, I should say, arts or magic, special attacks as well. But yeah, she's very good at that, and like she has this own perk of hers where she can like launch these like grenade bombs at the enemy too. When I played through this first chapter, I focused on Elfin. This dude we're controlling right here. He's the main character, but him and Shion kind of both complement each other. They're both polar opposites, so they've got that, sassy banter between them. I wonder
Yeah.
if they'll fall in love. Who knows? But
So I see
Maybe.
Elfin has this flame sword. Can that be swapped out for a different weapon later on, or is that like his
that's
signature?
his special attack sword.
Okay, okay.
But yeah, you also have other swords you can equip him with. But yeah, the flame sword is part of his perk.
Oh, cool.
You have to be careful. Elfin can't feel pain, so see how this sword is kind of burning him? That's why he can use it, and Shion compliments him well because she has a lot of healing arts, so she can, step in there and heal him up, but he can't tell when he's really injured, so she needs to like, dude, watch it.
That's a neat concept.
So does that mean he takes more damage than otherwise?
Yes, when he's using that, yes, but he's also putting forth more damage. So there's again
Yeah.
some risk reward to it. There's the strike with their special attack.
Oh, that looks awesome.
Boom!
The flaming swing. I'm all about it.
Took him out.
This game is cool.
Oh yeah. Oh, you're just getting started, by the way. Don't think K-Star made sure she didn't disappoint here.
For real.
Oh
No.
no!
Oh no.
Mask.
He has this mask on from the beginning of the game, and he doesn't know why.
Oh no, he's pretty.
And isn't he beautiful? Oh my
He's
gosh.
a gorgeous man.
Stairway to Heaven.
And so he has like all these memories, but he can't piece them together of what's going on. He has basically the typical RPG. I lost my memory. Amnesia.
Sure.
Yeah.
Type of thing. But it's kind of cool because you'll see little flashbacks of him trying to piece things together. Okay, here is where it all begins.
Oh.
Oh my gosh,
Yeah.
this is cool. So
This is
K-Star.
when K-Star was like, oh my god, what's going on here?
Cam, we've got about a minute left. Anything
Yeah.
else that you want to talk about before we wrap up?
I mean, I'm super excited for this. What I played really fascinated me. I think there's a lot going on between the two worlds. Like I said, in the first chapter, you only really deal with these two characters, so I'm excited to see more of the party members and what they bring to the table. But
Totally.
yeah, look at this.
Yeah, it's awesome.
There's no denying that they definitely upped the ante here,
Whoa.
and now you got this guy coming at you, and I
Wow,
think that is,
okay, yeah.
So see, You thought that was the boss? Now you have someone else to fight on top of him, and it's pretty freaking cool. That's all I'll say. And lots of, like I said, I've been very optimistic about all the improvements, so I can't wait to just get the game in full and see how the whole adventure plays out, because everything I'm seeing looks great.
Awesome. Well, when does Tales of Arise come out, and which platforms, Kim?
Yeah, September 10th. So we're like a month out or so now. That's crazy. And for PS5, Xbox Series X, S, PS4, Xbox One, PC. So all the consoles except Switch and PC, and it'll be on PC as well.
Awesome. Well, Kim, John, thank you so much for joining me for this episode of New Gameplay today, and thank you to everybody else out there for watching. We will see you in the next one. Bye.